What time do you think?
Like it's 4 to 7. So I don't know if we're living there. After party. After party. I know, it's weird. Daydream. Yeah. Oh. Who are they playing?
You know he plays really good. He played against
Under 6. Basically.
over the wide.
All kids chase after the kid who's dribbling the
Yeah,
ball.
yeah.
Say, give me the ball.
Yeah.
Give me the ball.
I remember those days that would think. My son had, he wasn't the most athletic, and he had a hard time like getting around.
Yeah. So he didn't, he didn't sort of pursue
No,
basketball
he
career after that?
He did
Yeah,
not.
he was the star.
Usually that's what happens. They can't,
Yeah, he just wasn't.
you can't dribble or put it in the bucket, you don't play basketball
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, going to Brugger's after this. I love it.
Yeah.
I am streaming.
All that means no lunchbox.
Oh, no, there needs more.
Yeah. That's what will be on the website. It was. Yeah, it's pretty good. And, they, and that's the whole, all the freshmen. So, it was pretty cool, but yeah. Yeah, they're gonna have a short winter break because they get right back into it, so.
She likes going in and listening right now? Is that the officers?
No, they're practicing.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they haven't. So,
How many of you are running live? All of you. Got it. Works for me. Thank you. They'll be up in just a second.
I'm not going.
Oh.
Sure.
That's why I can zoom in real quick and zoom out as much as possible.
Who's your editor?
By the time it is over, you're gonna say, oh, come back there.
You're the editor. You'll be cussing yourself out. Why didn't you hold the shot?
I asked Jake, does that mic have any output on it? Because they had the, I could hear the hiss from Mexico. So I don't know what they, you can adjust the output.
Yeah.
And not with making sure media has equal sound for.
Something was.
I don't know if you like when it comes to video, that's. And then.
I could make those videos were coming. I didn't see it. Well,
He said he was gonna turn the lights down.
oh, you just get it.
Yeah. So, but I don't know if I can turn that off. Maybe you would carry it back up. Yeah, we only used the second copy. That was okay. You know, going into that, I was like, that was so bad first.
Good afternoon, everyone. Live and rolling. Okay, thank you for joining us. I'm joined here with Under Sheriff Rago, Chief Deputy Lambert. We're here to provide some updates that we can on an investigation that's been active by our office since 7:30 this morning. I'll give you a brief synopsis and then take questions to the extent that I can, understanding that this is very early in an ongoing investigation. So at 7:33 this morning, the Ontario County 911 Center took a report, phone call, to check the welfare at the D&D Motel located on County Road 50 in the town of Canandaigua. The caller reported that there was an adult male in room 1 that was possibly hurt and may need help. Sheriff's deputies responded with the Canandaigua Emergency Squad, where they located an adult male, unresponsive, with significant traumatic injuries to the upper body inside of room 1. The victim was immediately treated on the scene by Canandaigua Emergency Squad, then airlifted by LifeNet helicopter to Strong Memorial Hospital, where he remains in critical condition, and as we stand here, he is actively in surgery. I can tell you that there is no threat to the community. We have a suspect in custody at this time. The charge is going to be assault in the first degree. And the, this is a very active still investigation. We wanted to give you information and get this up to the public, what the basics of what occurred, and let the public know that someone is in custody and we are not looking for anybody else involved in this at this time. But that's the that's the gist of what I can report at this time. If there's basic questions, I'll try to answer some of those.
Do the suspect and the person injured, do they know each other at all?
They do. I don't want to identify the victim at this time because, we're still trying to notify next of kin and family members to get them with the victim, so.
Was the victim and or the suspect staying at the motel?
Yes,
Both
the suspect.
suspects?
Are you able to say the suspect was the caller?
The suspect was not the caller.
Is there any motive at this point you can say?
Yeah, so literally every investigator we've got at this office are out interviewing people, still conducting searches, search warrants. So that's still under investigation, but we do have, I'll just leave it with, we have a suspect in custody and we're not looking for anybody else.
Do you have any ideas on what the weapons were that caused it?
We do, but that's something that we expect the suspect to be arraigned at Cap Court at the jail tonight at 5:30. Once that's done, I just spoke with Acting District Attorney Wolford, and she would be comfortable releasing the felony complaint, which will likely have those details. But right now, I'm not in a position to release that.
There's only one suspect involved.
One suspect being charged, but again, early on in the investigation, I don't want to get, there's people that, and that's part of the reason we're here, there's people that may have information about whatever transpired down there in the late last night, early morning hours that we haven't even identified or spoken with yet. So, please, if anybody watching this or that sees this has information about this and you haven't spoken to law enforcement, please call our 911 center. You can call 911 or you can call 800-394-4560. But Aaron, to go back to your point, I don't want to get nailed down to saying nobody else is going to be charged because that there's a possibility that other people could be charged.
Are you able to tell us if the suspect was there just for today or a few days at the motel?
The suspect resides at the motel for now.
Are you able to say, since they're being arraigned later tonight, are you able to identify now who the suspect is?
No, but within the next 2 hours, we expect to be able to release the name.
Does the suspect have any prior criminal history?
Interesting question. The suspect is currently was charged several months ago with assault in the second degree, 2 counts, for causing serious physical injury to a citizen and a police officer. And the DA requested $10,000 cash bail, and the suspect was released on pretrial release, no money. And here we are today.
Do you know what the victim and the suspect were doing? Were they meeting? Or?
Yeah, they're acquaintances. They were together. What led to the incident that caused these injuries to the suspect right now, I honestly don't know.
Are you able to give an age range?
Yeah, I can tell you that the victim is in his 50s and the suspect is in his 20s.
Are they from this area?
Yes,
Is there any inter-family relationship there?
not that I'm aware of.
How were you able to, or did you catch the suspect you take the suspect into custody at the motel?
The suspect was on location when deputies and EMS arrived and was eventually detained and interviewed at the scene, yes.
Was that done, I forget your guys' language you normally use, but without any trouble, were you able to take him?
Without incident? Yes, yes.
There are a lot of folks that I saw around the motel, I think, that might be staying there. Are they able to stay there still, or are you clearing the motel for this time?
Good question. Yeah, so the main and the perpetrator that we know is going to be in custody, and so everybody else is going to be released to go back to their rooms and can continue, their routines and certainly can continue to reside there.
And I saw a lot of people, not just at that hotel, but walking around the area in general, a lot of people stopping to look at the scene. It was a bit of a frightening scene to see, guys in hazmat suits and stuff like that. Any message for the community when they see a scene like this, especially in broad daylight?
Sure. So first of all, this starts out as a check the welfare complaint. Our deputies and the police officers in this community go to a dozen or more check the welfare complaints a day. The vast majority of them, people call for different reasons, that they're concerned about somebody. Maybe they haven't heard from them. Maybe the person won't answer the phone. Maybe they thought last time they talked to them, they didn't sound right. 9 out of 10 times the police officers go, they locate the person in question, they speak with them, they clear it, they confirm that they're okay, and we move on. In this instance, the police officers got to the scene, the door was open, and when they looked in, they saw a adult male very seriously injured and unresponsive. That generates a different type of response. Obviously, the victim wasn't able to talk to us and tell us what happened, but the scene certainly presented itself as something violent had occurred. And it's our job to preserve the scene and process it and conduct a thorough investigation so that we can determine the facts of what happened and hold people accountable and clear people that aren't involved. And in order to do that, it takes a large police response, police presence. The hazmat suits you referred to are actually what we call Tyvek suits. Crime scene processing simply prevents any DNA from the police officers that are processing the scene from coming off of their bodies and contaminating the scene so that we don't end up with any extra DNA. So that's a matter of routine in a investigation like this. I understand it's looks and is concerning for the public when they see that, but at the end of the day, this is all done to ensure the safety of the rest of the community in that neighborhood.
Are you able to describe the manner in which the suspect was detained? Were they on the property or?
Yes, they were on the property right near room 1 where we believe this incident occurred.
When you say near, like outside the room or?
Right outside the room, yep.
What kind of, have you had incidents at this motel before, or is this a known kind of nuisance property?
The D&D is known to us. We do get a fair amount of calls for service there. I don't remember in the recent past anything this violent at that motel though.
Was it another tenant of the hotel who made that welfare call?
Yeah, the call from 911 actually came from an employee of the motel.
And when that first call came in, that was just before 7:30 this morning. Do you think that that the assault happened overnight? Was this, how far away from that call do you think this incident happened?
Still narrowing that and working through some of the details on that, but we're comfortable that it was at least several hours prior to us getting the 911 call.
Okay. And we're looking at the age gap. Do we have any reason to believe that the suspect is a sex offender?
Not to my knowledge, but I haven't checked his history beyond knowing the fact that he's out on pretrial for assaulting one of our deputies.
They both from Ontario County.
Yes. Anything else?
So was the suspect detained outside the room and then deputies went into the room?
Well, we secured the scene and didn't actually, when the first responding deputies, the door was open and they could see the victim obviously in serious condition and brought EMS into the scene immediately to start life-saving efforts. Once the victim was removed from the room, which was pretty rapidly, we secured the room and did not go in until we had a search warrant signed. And that was just a couple hours ago. So I'd say mid-morning, early to mid-morning, the suspect was removed from the scene, but we didn't actually enter the room to begin investigating it until just within the last 90 minutes or so.
You say if drugs were involved?
Too early to speculate on the motive, and that's why we're asking the public. You've all mentioned how many people you've seen walking around down there. There's hundreds of people that live on that road, County Road 50 or Lakeshore Drive. They're all regulars to that area, and we certainly think there are other people that have information about why and when this transpired, and we would ask them to come forward. So yeah, that's, the motive is still under investigation.
What kinds of things help you guys when you're asking for information from the public? What kinds of things help you guys during your investigation?
Great question, and I appreciate that. Times, anybody who might have heard a commotion down there, might have seen anyone outside with a weapon near the D&D Motel. Anybody who, and while I cannot, at this time, and again, we will release this in the next couple hours, well, right now I can't provide you the name of the victim and suspect. The people that live in that neighborhood know who's involved. So please, if they saw something last night or early this morning, a fair number of people already have come forward and provided us with very valuable information. But if anybody else that knows what could have transpired on Lakeshore Drive last night into the overnight hours and early this morning, please come forward.
How long has the victim been living there?
I didn't say the victim lives there. I said the suspect lives there.
Suspect, sorry.
Yep. I'm not positive on that, to be honest. I think at least a couple weeks.
So the victim does not live there. Whose room was it?
The suspect lives there.
Right.
That's where the incident occurred, in the suspect's room. Okay, I haven't said where the victim lives, and I'm not going in here. Yep. All right, thank you, everybody.